Optimal DPS is always a touchy subject because one person's wet dream can be another person's nightmare. Fortunately, the Destiny 2 sandbox is varied, offering tons of players anything from entry-level options all the way up to the meta-defining Sweat Lord pick. Now, rocket launchers are generally the order of the day, and people will tell you that you're actively throwing if you're not hot swapping Izanagi's Burden or Witherhoard with a bait and switch Cold Comfort or Apex Predator. Technically, they'd be right, but unless you're speedrunning or absolutely one-phasing a raid boss with a crack team of a day 1 world champions, the true answer is that consistency is key, and if you end up whiffing shots, f***ing up a reload, or switching to the wrong weapon at the wrong time, then you might as well throw that fully crafted Apex into the bin and go cry about how many hours you wasted farming for that God Roll in the Ghosts of the Deep dungeon. Bipod is absolutely cheeks, but in Season 22 it's getting a sweet little buff, essentially buffing the damage of the perk by 15%. This is single-handedly going to bring an extreme ease of use and accessibility factor for all types of players to boss DPS phases, and will essentially allow you to be on par with the best out there. I did the testing, and utilising a Well of Radiance alongside a few solar weapon surge mods, the difference between damage was negligible to be honest, with a bait and switch Apex getting just over 1.3 million and Bipod was hitting about 1.2 million. The difference here though was I barely got through my heavy ammo on bait and switch, whereas with Bipod I smashed through the full set of reserves without even thinking about it. With a full set of solar reserve mods, Bipod allows you to get a maximum of 14 rockets on the Apex Predator. You can then pair this with Reconstruction, which can and will get you 4 rounds in a magazine consistently. This makes it perfect for high burst damage, as you don't need to worry about hot swapping or triggering the optimal bait and switch perk. Remember, Apex Predator is even craftable, meaning once you've obtained the patterns from the last wish raid, you can change the perks over as often as you want. I've gone all in and crafted the enhanced perk versions of both Bipod and Reconstruction, which increase the benefit of both perks, and from next season, Bipod will only reduce the damage output by 25%, not the current 40%. Cold Comfort though is the other rocket that can roll with Bipod, which you can farm for from the Ghosts of the Deep dungeon. Ideally, you'll want to get it with Envious Assassin, which is also getting a nice buff to its activation requirements next season too. This combo can often get you 5 rockets in the magazine, again massively increasing your burst damage potential. Regardless of which rocket you decide to farm for, you can fire and forget your Witherhoard for starters, then go to Pound Town with your Bipod rockets, with reloads getting you 2 in the mag as standard. All of this testing doesn't even factor in the 15% damage buff for Season 22, or the fact that you can run this God Roll Perk on literally any other subclass if you don't need to be the Well of Radiance. Try it with the Broodweaver's Threadlings, Star Eater's Blade Barrage, a Nighthawk Golden Gun, or even a Thunder Crash Titan, alongside any standard debuff used in a fireteam environment, and your day 1 raid team will be wondering what the hell is going on over there as you just unload a metric ton of rockets in the boss's face. Don't forget you can even factor in other special DPS options like Merciless or Cloud Strike, and if you want an endgame ready strand boss damage build to chuck your new Bipod rocket in, then you need to check out this video next.